When you hear of a coping saw, you probably think of something like this. This was, I believe, less than $10 at my local store. The blade's fairly thin, but you can really only cut in one direction. It's a little hard to go around real tight curves, and if you've ever tried to take this blade off, so you're doing an inside cut, that can be a real challenge. And because of that, I didn't use this tool very much. But let me show you something I just discovered. This is a coping saw as well, and I love this little tool. One of the first things you might notice is there's a little tensioner here, here, and here. That allows you to easily tighten these ends of the blades really easily, taking them in and out. But then it allows you to adjust the length of the blade as well. So for example, say you have a shorter blade or a longer blade, you can adjust how long this handle is, making that really easy to adjust. On top of that, to remove this blade, you just turn one side, and this whole side, well, unloosen that too, the whole side comes out. That easy, and you can do an inside cut really quickly, just connecting that back and twisting them tight. Now I've zoomed you way in so that you can see this blade. Here, let me actually stick my fingers under it. See how small that is? The funny thing about it is that this little coping saw comes with a number of blades, and the one that is currently in there, even though it is still really hard to see, is one of the larger blades in there. So you can make really tight, fine cuts using this blade. Another benefit of this blade is that it's really, really hard to see, but there are teeth going all the way around. So no matter where I put my finger on here, I feel teeth grabbing into it. So in other words, you can cut forward, backwards, side to side, angle cuts, all while keeping the frame in the same direction. And since you can attach this blade on either side with these little wing nuts here, you can actually have the blade cutting in a pull stroke or a push stroke, whatever you prefer. Now, I don't want this video to be all talk and no show, so I'm going to use this coping saw to try and cut 3 90-degree angles in this 1/4 inch plywood here. So let me cut this and we'll see how it does. Also, keep in mind, I'm not going to cut straight on. I'm going to cut this sideways to begin. There you go. It may not be perfect, but considering I was trying to do this fast and on video in one take, I'd say that's pretty good. I also wanted to show you the inside of this letter. I did that inside cut using that coping saw. Now keep in mind that anytime you're using a hand saw, you're just about every time going to have to go back and use some sandpaper to sand everything down and get rid of high edges. But overall, this is now my go-to whenever I need to make small cuts. At the time of the video, I purchased this coping saw, including with the blades that come in the kit, for about $14 on Amazon. I'll put a link to that in the description below just in case you're interested. And if you are, I really hope you enjoy it.